Hello everyone, welcome back. So you've analyzed your data. It's time for you to present it to your stakeholders in a way that they can easily understand it and interact with it. And that's where Power BI, Tableau, and Looker come in. In continuation of our roadmap series, I'm going to discuss the Power BI Road Map, and I'm going to present areas that I feel you should start with as a beginner. So let's get right into it. So here's the Power BI roadmap. You're going to spend the first 1 to 2 weeks learning the Power BI basics. You're going to familiarize yourself with the Power BI interface, understand its core functionalities. You're going to learn to install Power BI first, which is free to install. And then you're going to learn the basic interface of Power BI, which is the field pane, the visualizations, and then the data view. Then you will learn to import data from various sources into Power BI. You can import data from Excel, you can import from a CSV file, you can import from maybe an SQL server, you can also import from the web. So there are various sources from which you can import data from into Power BI. You're going to learn how to create simple visualizations using the bar charts, the line charts, the pie charts, and various other visualizations that are available. Your goal will be to be comfortable navigating Power BI desktop and creating basic visuals. Next, spend 2 to 3 weeks learning data loading and transformation with Power Query. You're going to learn to clean, to transform, and to shape your data using Power BI's Power Query editor. This is essential for preparing your data before analysis. So you're going to learn to load data from different sources, as already explained. You're going to learn to do basic data cleaning. So you're going to handle missing data. You're going to standardize. Sometimes you will have to standardize your data. Perhaps there are some in a particular row, maybe some are capitalized and some are written in lowercase, so you want everything to be in the same format. And then you're going to remove duplicates. You're going to learn to filter rows. Then you're also going to learn to do data transformations, like you might have to split columns into two. Sometimes you might have to split the date column into two, separating the dates from the time. You might have to merge data. You might have to do some pivoting or unpivoting of some tables. So you'll have to learn that as well. Then you'll also learn to create custom columns, and then you learn to manage relationships between tables. Relationships between tables is usually done through the primary and the foreign keys. Your goal is to gain the ability to clean and shape your raw data into an analysis-ready format using Power Query. Next, spend 2 to 3 weeks learning how to build interactive reports and dashboards. You're going to create multiple visuals, like using the bar chart, the maps, the cards on a single report page. Then you're also going to learn how to use slicers and filters to make your reports more interactive. And then you'll learn how to use different chart types effectively. Then you'll learn to build a dashboard by pinning different visuals from different reports onto one particular page. Voila, you've built a dashboard. Your goal is to be able to create dynamic reports with interactive visuals and filters that allows stakeholders to explore your data. Next, spend 3 to 4 weeks mastering DAX. DAX is data analysis expression, which is Power BI's formula language. It allows you to create multiple columns, measures, and even more complex queries. So understanding DAX is key to unlocking more advanced analysis. Here you're going to learn the basics of DAX functions like the sum, the count, the average, and so much more. Then you will learn to create calculated columns and measures. Calculated columns are additional columns to the number of columns you already have in your table, while measures are calculations used to perform data analysis. For instance, total sales equals sum of sales is a measure that returns one single value. You're going to learn how to use time functions as well, such as the date add and the total year to date functions. Then you will learn to build more complex DAX expressions using the if, which is a conditional statement, the switch, and the related functions. Your goal is to be able to create powerful calculations and custom measures that provide deeper insights from your data. Next, dedicate 3 to 4 weeks learning about advanced data modeling. You're going to focus on understanding the relationships between tables and creating efficient data models. This is important for connecting multiple tables in more complex databases. Tables are connected using the primary and the foreign keys. So you're going to learn more about the primary and foreign keys, what they are, and how they are used in tables. So you're going to focus on understanding and managing relationships between tables. many to many, one to many. You're going to learn all the different relationships and how to manage them. Then you're going to learn how to use date hierarchies. That is from year to quarter to month and then to days of the week. Then you're going to learn how to create and manage calculated tables for more advanced modeling. And finally, you're going to learn how to optimize your data models for performance by using aggregations and filtering. Your goal is to be able to build optimized data models that support complex analysis and reporting without slowing down Power BI. Next, spend 1 to 2 weeks learning the Power BI service and sharing of reports. You're going to learn how to publish and share your reports using the Power BI service. This is essential for collaborations and for making your analysis accessible to others. Although the Power BI desktop is free, sharing and collaboration features in Power BI are not free. You require a Power BI Pro license or IR for you to be able to share your reports with others. So here you're going to learn how to publish your reports to Power BI service, which is a cloud-based service. You're going to learn how to share dashboards and reports with others. You also need to understand workspaces and apps, for report management. And then you learn to schedule data refreshes and manage report subscriptions. So your goal here is to be able to share your work with your colleagues and stakeholders, keeping your reports updated and accessible. The next phase is for you to build and build and build. This is where you consolidate your knowledge and apply it to real-world scenarios. You're going to use data sets from your work or publicly available data to create complete projects. Your goal is to complete 2 to 3 projects that showcase your Power BI skills. These projects can also be added to your portfolio. So now you are a data analyst and it's time for you to showcase what you've learned. It's time to show that it's time to show what you can do and the new skills you've acquired. And the only way to do this is to showcase your work through projects. Now that we've covered Power BI, it's time to move on to our last tool in this series, Python. In my next video, I'll break down the areas to focus on and libraries you need to be familiar with as a data analyst using Python programming language in your early stages. So I'll see you soon. Remember to subscribe to this channel for more content like this. Thank you.